Oh, hey, look at that. There's Twitter drama I'm actually interested in. Online issues and trends flare up and die down, and I haven't really capitalized on that with this channel, mostly because it took me so long to sit down and film something and edit it. But something about this feels personal to me. Recently, again, because of course this has happened before, there's been a lot of women on Twitter saying that women in general, don't like men who play video games. And more than that, directly and indirectly, they're saying that women in general, don't like playing video games themselves. Because if they did, then they'd be on the same page as the men they're trashing. This opinion pattern wouldn't be a thing if they recognized how many women love video games. And call me a nitpicky, neurotic, over-emotional she-wolf, but I have a big problem with women speaking for me when they're fucking wrong. I love video games. I've loved them since I was a kid, but due to time and money and pragmatic priority constraints, I decided to wait and indulge in that passion when I was older with my own money. And after over 300 hours in Elden Ring, I think it's safe to say I have in fact indulged. It was worth the wait. But in addition to that, all my female friends love video games. They might like different ones, they might approach them differently, they might be better at certain ones than others, but I don't have any close female friends who hate video games, or the men who play them too. So out of this most recent women hate video games flare up, first thing I'm going to address is this apparent conflict between women and video games for their man's attention. My groundbreaking idea in all of this is that if you don't like video games and you don't like men who play video games, then don't date men who like playing video games. If you have such a problem with an entire mode of entertainment, might I float the idea that you are being the problem in your relationships with those who do enjoy it? And don't get me wrong, consistent overindulgence is a problem. A guy who does nothing but play video games? Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be with a guy like that either, but that's an extreme. If any person is allowing something they enjoy to control their life to the detriment of everything else, that is a problem no matter who it is or what they're doing. Twitter activists may want to replay that last sentence. I've never had a boyfriend complain I was playing too many video games, and I don't think I've ever complained about a boyfriend playing too many video games either, because I understand it and I behave similarly. I've learned to choose partners based on whether we actually like spending time around each other. So if a guy consistently prefers playing a video game to spending time with me, and I'm not getting what I want or need out of that relationship, time to find a new boyfriend. He either doesn't like me as much as I like him, or we have incompatible standards for what a relationship means. Instead of putting out this blanket messaging telling all men to stop playing video games that women don't like it, maybe you should be prioritizing compatibility in your own relationships, instead of trying to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. And guys, if you're being constantly pestered out of doing the things you love, maybe it's time to find a new girlfriend. You can do better. Unless she's asking for your help with things like raising children or taking care of the home or cleaning up after yourself. In that case, yeah, she's probably right. Come on, guys. Second thing, a lot of people talk about how certain men have a problem with women in gaming, whether it's female characters or female players. But what's talked about less often is how certain women have a problem with women in gaming. I feel personally victimized, I don't really, I just like saying that, by these women who can't wrap their heads around the fact that a lot of women love video games, and would even love video games if all men vanish off the face of the earth. Goddess forbid. These women have such a problem understanding and respecting women who are different from them. Can someone please tell the extreme neo-feminists that not all women are exactly alike? Stop putting words in other women's mouths, stop projecting your own insufferable misery onto all women in general, and stop pretending you represent and speak for all women. You don't. By a lot of women's metrics, I'm a pretty successful, ambitious, aggressive, driven girl boss. And despite all those insults, I'm actually pretty okay with who I am and how I live my life. I find it so immature and one-dimensional when women assume that all women want the exact same things and have the exact same opinions. If you want to be the most stereotypical, proper, tech-tarded 50s housewife imaginable whose life revolves around her husband and kids, then I wish you the fucking best. I don't want that, but I respect women who do. I'm going to be over here playing fighting games, drinking White Russians, and sleeping in past noon. We are not the same, and that is not a problem. For secure women. I understand and respect that not all women want what I want. And I'd like to see some of these grown-ass women put their claws back in and stop perpetuating this judgy mean girl stereotype against all women who don't share the same opinions as them. A lot of women need to be reminded of the phrase, speak for your fucking self. I'm clearly not representative of all women, and depending on who you ask, that's either a good thing or a really good thing. But I'm an opportunist when it comes to my optimism, and one of the few upsides to this whole stupid flare-up is that it's far easier to feel impressed with yourself when you're this unimpressed with someone else. Thanks for the ego boost, ladies. Bye.